We know today is Thanksgiving. However, I would love to know more about the energies of what's astrologically happening at this time.
Yes, so as you know, what you refer to astrologically, they are smaller cycles and larger cycles that contain many smaller cycles within them. So there are many energetic patterns that are in place at this point and that are affecting you at any given moment. What is so unique about this time that there are many energetic patterns that are affecting us right now, all of us. But the most significant one that includes Earth is the one of transformation. So all the other cycles that are happening, the ones that bring tension, the ones that bring growth, the ones that bring things to the surface, the ones that hurt communication and electronics. There are all these different things that are happening, but they are all housed within the larger cycle of transformation. And that is what is happening to the earth right now. So everything else just amplifies this dynamic. And exactly like you mentioned, when the energy is amplified in this way, it is extra important to pay attention to everything that comes up to the surface, to all your internal processes, because indeed everything is magnified. So, if you take the time, if you look inward with love and compassion, if you recognize your own patterns, if you're able to integrate them into yourself rather than, again, like you mentioned, project them outward and put your patterns, what you would call issues, on others, the dynamic, of course, of situations and relationships in your life would change completely. So, on this holiday, it is okay to get together with friends and family. It is okay to share space together. We encourage getting together on this day, just like on any other day, since the connection of both community and one-on-one interpersonal relationships is very important. We would say as important as the inner work. As we previously touched on, these two priorities work together, doing the inner work and then applying it on the outer work, which is connection with others. So both are very important. And today we do feel the energy of everybody coming together and connecting. So it is important. However, one must not neglect the inner work now more than ever. Changes are accelerating. The tension within energies are accelerating. That is what happens in any time of big change. And this is where you stand right now, my dear.
I guess, yeah, let's go into more detail about these cycles that are presenting themselves and how best to navigate through to transform our habits and our patterns and our beliefs to be more in sync with what's happening on these little cycles during this time.
So one of the things that we would like to bring up is the need to be patient and compassionate with yourself. As different cycles are happening, different things come to the surface, and as humans, you have instinctual tendency to judge those very harshly. And even if your thoughts are not aware of the underlying emotion, there is almost always guilt, self-anger, and resentment for any issues that come up to the surface. as if it is realistic for yourself to expect yourself to always be good and happy. So, one of the things that we would like to emphasize is the need for you and all of you, really all of you, to learn to allow issues to come up to the surface without jumping at your own neck. Allow things to come out, allow things to come up, allow yourself to experience and explore even emotions and tendencies that are not to your mind, love, and light. So this is very significant. There are general patterns that come every year around the holidays. The customs of humans around holidays create energetic patterns or amplify certain energetic patterns that may have already been in place. So this season every year is a season of growth and tension. Things in one way are moving really fast. In other ways, practical means may have to be delayed because of the holidays. So there is a lot of opposing energies that are moving, and that's true for every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, and the other holidays that are happening of other ethnicities at the same time. These are all significant energy that influence people in a way of extreme. So everything becomes more extreme. That's why people that are generally unhappy with their lives become extra sad and upset around the holidays. And on the other hand, people that they feel like they're surrounded by love become extra celebratory around the holidays. Everything becomes more extreme. And this is true with the energy every year. However, like we mentioned, this year it's amplified even more with a specific tint of transformation. So the ones of you that have been doing the work, it's going to feel more familiar to you. And when we say the work, we're talking about that inner work, inner introspection, the conscious moving forward and towards love and integration. When we're saying the work, that's what we mean. And for the ones of you that have been doing the work, this is going to be more of the same. This is going to be familiar. It is going to amplify and amplify and amplify. Although we will say next year is going to be exciting to many of you because things are happening. It's not only the tension underneath. Things are moving in ways that you cannot always be aware of, but you do reap the benefit and enjoy the discoveries afterwards.